Hi, this is Ming Chu. In case you guys don't know, I just got back a few weeks ago from the beautiful country of Hungary. I did a seminar in Budapest where I taught class in myofascial stretching, spinal decompression stretching, and I also gave a lecture on how to fix certain types of injuries for medical professionals. And the seminar was a wildly successful venture where we had over 430 people attend for those 2 days. I also did a book signing where about 150 people showed up for my book, The Permanent Pain Cure. And I probably signed 150 autographs that day, probably a total of 400 autographs for the entire time I was there. I was treated really warmly and the reception was incredible. And I think the people were generally happy because I got a lot of comments after the fact that they would actually like me to come back to Budapest to do even more stuff, to teach them more about my soft tissue work, namely the Ming method. So I want to thank the folks over at Bioenergetics in Hungary, particularly Gabor, Marita, and Christina. They are the main part of the team over at Bioenergetics that organized the event, and they promoted it exceedingly well. And they had people from all over Europe, from England, Germany, Israel, the Czech Republic, many people from out of the country and many parts from outside of Budapest within Hungary as well. So it was a wildly successful week that we had there. And I also gave a magazine interview and even managed to treat about 10 patients when I was there. So it was a very productive week, and I just wanted to thank everyone in Budapest for the wonderful experience. If you've never been to Budapest, I strongly suggest that you go visit this beautiful country and beautiful city. It has beautiful bridges, and it also is really well known for the thermal baths that I shouldn't say litter, that are all along around the city, where you have these great thermal baths like the Gellert Hotel, and also I believe it's called the Széchenyi Baths. That's where I went, and you get these this hot geothermal spring water that comes from the ground that has very healing minerals in it, and people go in there to have a good time, to make themselves feel good, and it does feel good. So for those who are interested in visiting a beautiful city, I highly recommend visiting Budapest. I feel that it rivals any city as beautiful as, say, Paris or any of the great cities in Europe. So once again, I just wanted to thank the folks over at Budapest for such a warm, receptive welcome that you gave to me. And I look forward to coming back and doing another seminar in Budapest. Thank you.